Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. And I'm sure many of you are reading about this centralized, private, backed by fiat stablecoin that JP Morgan is going to use. And it will, of course, optimize and upgrade their database, no doubt. But it will also, I'm sure, without any doubt, be used to commit financial fraud. And what do I mean by that? Well, since 2010, JP Morgan has been charged with 48 different banking and securities frauds. In fact, in the last 7 years, they have been billed 28 billion in fines. So I think it's more appropriate we could call this the fraud coin. And I do at times, with my creative side, like to communicate visually instead of with the spoken word. So today I was busy putting out some of these cards on Twitter, and it just makes me feel better. And I did this one too, which is about eToro and Binance. So I'm going to look at this one story in this video about eToro. It's very, very interesting. So this platform has been in existence since 2013. They have 9 million customers and they operate in 140 countries. The CEO Yoni Assia at the FinTech event in Paris had a very interesting comment to make after he met with Brad Garlinghouse. So we'll take a look at that. But first, I want to also show you this particular article here. So instead of an editing feature on Twitter, Twitter may give us a feature to clarify our regrettable tweets. Now, I don't think I'm going to regret the 2 tweets that I did today, but there is something special about Twitter that you can't revise it. You can't change it. It is a permanent record. And I am not really sure that we should have something where we can go back and make an additional comment to something that we said in the past. It's a form of revisionism, and I don't know about that. But the Twitter CEO, Jack Dorsey, said that there's a possibility that an edit button for tweets might come, and it'll allow people a chance to go back and add clarification to an older tweet. Well, I don't know. That's, that is why I think Twitter is so valuable, because you are, you must stand behind whatever it is that you said. And of course you could delete it, but even deleted tweets are not really deleted from history because people do screenshots, etc. So they are thinking about a way that you can go back and add some context or with some different color so that you can clarify what you meant to say. But when you do that, you just go down a slippery slope of like, oh, no, that's not really what I meant. What I really meant to say was, and I don't think that's something we should do. All right, here is the video. I'm going to put the link to it in the description because it is Yoni Assia talking about Ripple. And he said that he's very interested in forming a relationship with Ripple Labs. And I know that we also heard something similar from CZ, the CEO of Binance, where he said he wants to partner with Ripple and boost XRP. So in August of this last summer, we learned, of course, that Bittrex and Coins.ph and Bitso joined Bitstamp to be one of those partners that help the payments in using XRP. And I think as the ecosystem of XRP continues to grow, more and more people want to come in and be part of that digital asset growth and partner with Ripple. So I find it kind of interesting now that people are really, and these are big players. I mean, eToro and Binance, when they make statements like this, Ripple is on the right track. All right, Visa and Mastercard, they mull increasing fees for processing transactions, so the Wall Street Journal reports. And they are the two biggest U.S. card networks, of course, and they are preparing to raise certain fees levied on U.S. merchants and processing transactions from this April. And it is all about relating to the so-called interchange fees. And these interchange fees are in the form of fees that are charged to financial institutions such as banks for processing the card payments on behalf of the merchants. And so we know that it will go into effect April of 2019. And so far, it is only for the merchant banks, not the merchants. However, merchant banks and financial institutions that maintain those accounts for the sellers are places like Amazon and Costco, JP Morgan, Citibank, Bank of America. They are some of the top merchant banks in the country. And it's up to the merchant banks if they want to pass those fee hikes to the sellers. And then it's up to the seller's discretion to pass the hike down to the consumers. Well, I don't know about you, but I think everything rolls downhill. So bigger fees are coming. And Forbes releases newsletter dedicated to crypto targeting potential investors. Oh gosh, help us all. Forbes doesn't seem to get enough crypto, and the media giant gets deeper into the nascent technology with their new service, Forbes Crypto Asset and Blockchain. The new premium subscription digital newsletter contains in-depth coverage of blockchain as an effort to establish Forbes as the prominent voice in the field. Help us. So the new editor, Jack Tatar, is telling us that the contributors will be the Forbes stable journalists, and they are going to, of course, interview figures in the crypto space, and they name Ripple CTO David Schwartz, the co-founder and CEO of Zcash, and Morgan Stanley Creeks Capital, Mark Yusko. But the thing that just flabbergasts me is that they are going to charge $595 a year as the premium price to get this information. And oh my gosh, if you've got people like Francis Coppola writing, and others, I might add, there is no way you're going to get my $595 a year. Yeah, they're going to have to improve their journalism quite a bit. And I'm saying that with all seriousness. This is an exciting story. It's exciting for not only XRP, but for Litecoin, BTC, Ethereum, and Dash. There are 10,000 locations in France where you can purchase a ticket and exchange them on the DigyCode website to get your virtual currency. And look at this map. This is what 10,000 locations look like. The coverage is unbelievable. So we knew this was coming back in November, and they were telling us they were going to launch in January 2019, but they only really talked about these coupons to buy Bitcoin. However, we learned in a tweet just on Friday that XRP has been added. So XRP, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dash are all on the DigyCode website. And why, you say, would I want to do this? Well, there are three very good reasons. If you don't want to leave your banking details online, that is one reason. If you want to do a cash deal, that's another reason. And if you want to be free of any scam, that's a third reason. So I think there are three very good reasons why this is going to be successful. Okay, everybody, we are jumping into the fluff. I want to share with you somebody who is in the XRP community here in Japan. And just so you can see, the Twitter address is @Tora_Tora_Chan_. and he does fantastic artwork. And being a fan of Ripple and XRP, much of his work is focused on that subject matter. This is something he did for the Swell 2018 event. I just think it has this really wonderful feel, and it's getting even better. So here's another example. We have the Ripple Quartet Jazz Band. Corey Johnson on the drums, of course. This is before his leaving Ripple was announced. And then Brad is on the sax, David is on the trumpet, and Chris Larson is on the bass. And what's funny is that the quartet music CD is called What a Wonderful World version Internet of Values. Side 1 has XRapid, XCurrent via XPool and Spring, and side 2 has Coil, Codius, Modulo, and a bonus track, Cortisettler. It's fun and it's creative. And then, if you had missed it, this is one of the works that he did of Brad Garlinghouse. I think it's just fabulous. And then in just the last couple of days, he has done Mr. Kitao. So Yoshitaka Kitao, the CEO of SBI Holdings. And I don't know what software he's using, but I just think it's fun and looks great. And I just love it. So if you want to follow more of his work, find him on Twitter. And I just think you'll enjoy it. Okay, everybody, that's all I have for you today. Do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.